Welcome to the Star Bandits podcast. I am your co-host, Marcus Dalzell.
And I'm Kaleb King. Yer.
Welcome back, Kaleb.
Welcome back.
Jeez.
That was
Good to have you
awesome.
back, man.
Fuck yeah, I'm so glad to be back.
Show feels so much more complete.
I'm Israel.
Damn right.
I'm Junaid.
Howdy, I'm Robbie Bland.
We got a good show for you today. Super happy Caleb's back from his surgery. His surgery, his life.
It wasn't a surgery. It's just a
procedure.
procedure. Yeah.
Yeah.
They put a tube up his butt.
They didn't put it. They put a camera up it.
No.
Well, a camera has a tube.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Did
But
they,
it's
did
just
they
like
have
a
to
big-
rip you in half, rip you in two?
No.
Split you down the middle?
They just like date raped me and then because they okay.
Did they roofie you?
Yeah.
Do they at least
No, yeah.
use lube?
Yeah.
You know
I
what?
don't know. I went to bed
Oh.
and then I guess they just started lubing me
What
up
brand
afterwards.
of lube?
Well, it wasn't that
I
because
don't fucking know. I wasn't there. I really wasn't there for it. What?
None.
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 My nut didn't.
It's hot in here.
Yeah, I turned on the AC, and then William was like, "Why'd you turn on the AC?" And then I was like, "Because it gets hot during the podcast."
I'll just take my pants off.
All right, how is everybody today?
Awesome.
I'm great. I'm in the process of waking up from a great nap. So, yeah.
Yeah, I just took a
I'm into
monster
it.
nap too. It was something about that mall, man. We went to the mall.
Yeah.
Fucking
Dude,
crash.
the mall was packed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nuts.
I'm doing whatever.
I ate like a beast. Came
Kinda
home,
just-
fucking slept like a rock, motherfucker.
How long? When did you go to bed?
I don't even know.
No.
I almost as soon as I came home, I just drank a glass of water and then I didn't want to move, and so I went upstairs and just crashed in my bed.
I had a 12-hour shift at work yesterday, and
Surprise.
I got home, and I got home, and I just could not go to sleep, and then I just went to bed at like 8 in the morning, and woke up around 1:30, and then we just headed out for the day, and I've still just been up, which I'm surprised by. I'll probably crash later.
I went to bed really late last night because I was so excited about all the stuff we were going to do today. And, when you're, really excited and you just can't sleep. Well, we got to spend the day with a friend of the show and fellow Star Bandit, Dalton the Dude Anderson, since fucking 9 a.m. And I went to bed somewhere like 6. And so I was running on 3 hours of sleep all day. And I was like, damn, I feel great. We had breakfast. We hung out. We went to the mall. I finished all my Christmas shopping finally, which is nice. Then we ate after the mall, did some other shopping for Israel, and then I got home and I crashed hard. And I had one of those naps where, when you wake up, you have to remind yourself what reality is.
I love
and,
those naps.
Yeah.
who
I
you
love
are,
those naps.
where you are, what year it is.
Those
and
are ridiculous.
Yeah.
Did you dream
broken.
during your nap?
I definitely did, but I don't remember any of it.
Dude, my dream blended in with where I was and who I was, I guess.
Yeah.
I just kept playing with the characters in my dream. They would, I would change, people would change. I wasn't me in my dream sometimes. And that has never happened to me before. It just happened today in this nap.
My nap
I had
was
a soup spill all over me, and I was like a grandmother.
my nap was similar. It was completely me in the light phase of sleep where I was asleep and I was just listening. I was I could see myself listen, but it listened to everything that was going on in reality. So when I came in, Israel was like, "Oh, I'll show you this meme," and in my head, I was like, "I've seen this meme 6 times already."
That's real life.
Yeah.
Man.
Last night we were watching the 6th Harry Potter movie because we were trying to watch them all, and I fell asleep pretty early, and was like, "All right, in case we watch the next one today, I'm gonna rewatch the 6th one." And so I was rewatching it. I fell asleep anyways, right at the same time that I fell asleep the night before. And I was passed out on the couch for I don't know how long. I didn't set an alarm. I was sleeping and really enjoying it. And then I don't know what it was, but my spidey senses were tingling. And I opened my eye and I just see above me a tall, towering, giant Rachel Matthews leaning over me with a spoon of pudding, and Janae like behind her, and she was like, "Do you want pudding?"
I put her up to that, and I was like, just put her a little bit on his mouth. He won't know. But then she started talking, and I was like, he'll wake up, and then he literally just wake up the second after.
Yeah, and then I saw you like look over your shoulder, saw that I was awake, and then tiptoe away.
Yeah.
Oh man, I
Yeah.
remember I woke up recently, and I was having like this barely hazy or rememberable dream about Black Ops, because I was playing like the literal force of Black Ops, not the video game. Because I was playing Call of Duty Black Ops recently, the campaign on both of the games, because I've been really bored. Not good campaigns either, but it's just fun to shoot people in those kind of
They're
games.
not.
So
You don't think Black Ops is good?
I don't think it's like a good campaign. Like it's not like a my kind of campaign. It's kind of like a shut your brain off and shoot the fake Russian man.
What do you
know?
think war is?
Huh?
What do you think war is?
Yeah. You just turn your
Wars?
brain off, go in
War
kill mode.
is? I'm sorry, I have an accent. I haven't told you.
No, but I was waking up like mid through like this like nap, and like my brain just like kept trying to comprehend Black Ops, like the literal force of Black Ops.
Right, you said that.
Yeah, but it was like okay, what do they do and what is their mission? And then like this loud screaming part of my head, like this voice in my head was like saying, "Don't understand it, shut the fuck up. Don't understand it." Shut
That's
the fuck
weird.
Up. Yeah, no, I'll wake up and I'll have like weird ass dreams where it's like, why is like the ground so silky, or like where's the sun going today, or like shit that doesn't make fucking sense. Like my brain like fucking boots up from just dumbass shit.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think a part of my discombobulation, besides the fact that I barely slept the night before, is before I went to take the nap, I pre-programmed myself and said, I'm going to sleep for 30 minutes. But then I slept for an hour. And
Yeah.
so my brain lost all sense of time, because what was only supposed to be 30 minutes turned into twice the time.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love when that happens.
When you go to sleep and then you're like, I will sleep for 6 hours and wake up at this time, and you say like, I don't know, 30 times in your head, you always wake up at that time you wanted.
I did.
Which is
It
crazy.
happens.
I
There's
did
an
that a
internal
lot
clock.
for when I was a little kid. Like whenever I had to wake up for school, like at like 6:30 when I was like a little kid, I was like, okay, I'm gonna wake up at 6:30. Wake up at 6:30, and I always would. Or I'd wake up even earlier, and I'd like go in my living room and like fucking turn on Nickelodeon, and that one TV show. What's the TV show intro where the family's jumping up on the trampoline?
George Lopez.
George
Yeah.
Lopez. How'd you forget that? What the fuck?
I thought it had like a different name.
George Lopez
A
has a
completely
TikTok
different name.
now. And
Does he really?
Yeah, he knows how famous his intro is and how people have nostalgia for his show.
Mhm.
So he's like, he makes TikToks of when it's 3 a.m. and it's
Yeah,
the
I
2010s.
saw that.
Yeah.
One of my that's funny. One of my friends, who I won't say his name, he George Lopez blocked him on Twitter.
Oh no.
Care to tell us why?
No.
You should.
He tweet stormed George Lopez and was like, George Lopez, I need you to DM me. I need you to DM me. I have to DM you. It's super important. And so then he eventually George Lopez was like, hey, are you okay? What's wrong? And then that person just called him a very, very bad name. Out of
Oh,
nowhere.
no.
Just a very mean, unwarranted, bad name. And then poor old George Lopez, sitting at home with his family. Maybe the fire is going. The dog was acting nice that day.
Jumping on the trampoline.
Just got called this awful name from some stranger and just blocked
That
him.
he was worried about.
Yeah, he was genuinely worried about it. He was
He
like,
reached out.
yeah.
Like he was like, I'll be a good guy today.
Yeah. Yeah. He was like, I'm going to do a good thing.
He got
Like,
fucking backstabbed.
Could you
Yeah.
imagine in this era of like mental health professionals online, like having therapy online, where like one day you just wait, like you at 3 a.m. you decide to text them on their app and just like, I need help, and then as soon as they answer in the morning when it's time for their shift or whatever, you just call them a horrible thing.
You stupid bitch.
You never help me. I'm just kidding about this mental health issue.
Jeez, that story is like the internet in a microcosm, though.
Yeah.
It's just abusing the fuck out of anonymity to hurt people.
George Lopez
don't
never
know.
interacted with a fan ever again.
Yeah.
I wouldn't blame him, man.
Yeah.
After an
Closed his
experience like
DMs.
that,
I went on this one cruise because this company accidentally fucked my dad somehow. I forgot how they did it.
They fucked your dad by
Yeah.
giving you a cruise?
Well, no, they gave me the cruise or not me specifically. They gave my dad the cruise to make up for it. Like, here, take your family on like a vacation.
Mm.
And so then I went on this cruise, and then we went and saw the stand-up.
Oh,
You know, on
man.
the
Oh,
ship.
yeah, cruise
Oh,
ship stand up.
man.
Oh God.
And then George Lopez comes up on a projector and is like, "Hi, I'm George Lopez."
What?
And then I'm just like, "What the fuck is going on?" And he's like, "I own this cruise, and I coached all the comedians here, and they all came up and they sucked."
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I don't remember any episodes of that George Lopez TV show either.
I don't either.
I think I remember like a scene where
I
like,
remember a
there's
couple.
there's like a little kid in like a garage and he's just talking to his mom. That's all I really remember, and the fucking intro because it's so weird.
I never watched the George Lopez show, but I did remember and am nostalgic for George Lopez in the hit movie Shark Boy and Lava Girl,
Trash.
Mr. Electric.
Yeah.
I went back and
movie-
rewatched that movie not too long ago. It really is not good.
No, it's not.
They made a sequel to it. It's on Netflix, I think.
I would watch that.
I'm probably gonna watch it.
I would
They're
watch it
Shark-
if everybody else is beer pressuring me into it.
yeah, they're both
Beer brushing.
beer pressuring. They're both adults, I think, in it, and it's like
That's
Shark Boy
broken.
and
Is
Shark
it
Boy
still
and
Taylor
Lava-
Lautner and the girl?
I think the girl, but Taylor Lautner, no, it's just some guy.
Yeah, he's too big.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah,
he's
he
too
put on
big.
some pounds after Twilight. He fucking
true.
headed out. Who can blame him?
They're dealing with PTSD now. They're just
Yeah.
really serious.
Yeah. And Zack Snyder directed by.
Easy money.
I've
So-
heard that comedians on a cruise, they're
Miserable.
always drunk because there's nothing to do and it's just free as sex in their lives. Just like for 6 months they
Absolutely.
do that. Yeah.
Like, what else do you do?
Yeah, it's
Like,
only
you
old people
tell
like
the same set like every other night. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It must be mental destruction.
it's a set dependent on the dementia of the people on that cruise. Like they won't remember yesterday. I'll just say it again.
Well, I think that's enough about George Lopez.
Yeah, so
Caleb
we didn't
King,
even say George Never
you've
mind.
you've
dude, calm down.
you've
I'm
been
fucking
gone
pissed.
for just as many episodes as you've been on.
Oh, that's so cute, isn't it?
Yeah, so if you listen to our literally shitty first episode where the first 30 minutes we talk about Caleb's shit
It was
problems.
it was funny.
No, it was
Oh
funny.
wait, was that the sounding episode?
No, that was the second
That's the
episode.
second one?
The first episode we talked about your shit for like a good 30 minutes.
That was the opening topic.
Yeah, that problem did not go away, and that's
Oh,
why
absolutely
Caleb was
not.
gone for 3 episodes and went and got his insides looked at. So do you want to go ahead and tell us about that and what that happened?
Yeah.
And if you have any pictures,
I got pictures. I got a
That's
folder of pictures
awesome.
right here. Yeah, so I got a colonoscopy at the age of 20,
Nice.
which everybody constantly let me know that I was 20 because I don't know. They don't see a lot of young, handsome, super packed, talented, soft-lipped guys like
shut
me.
the fuck up.
You're full of shit, man.
No, I'm okay. They don't see as people young as me in these centers, and they're like, "What's going on?" And then I don't want to have to tell them my entire history of like my colon. Just like things are not messed up in here. You know what I mean? Like just you young people talk so that they
Caleb
stop
is holding a
talking.
folder that looks like a menu for a pizza place.
So
It's got a Christmas.
it's like the same.
It's got a
me
it's
see,
got
let
a
me see,
Christmas
let me see.
theme
I'm
to
gonna
it.
show you,
Dude, I want to
bitch.
see it.
It's got a Christmas theme to it as well.
No, it doesn't.
It's green and it's green.
So check
Yeah,
it out.
Italy
Okay,
doesn't exist.
This is my
It
colon.
doesn't.
It looks
you
like
been there?
caverns.
Holy shit, dude! You got some
I'll-
caves.
I'll-
What the fuck is this?
That's I don't know, my colon. Okay, I'm giving Israel my esophagus pictures
Hell yeah.
because I got both looked at. They went through both tubes, or
Oh,
yeah,
man.
both sides.
Did
They
they
did-
meet in the middle?
Yeah, they recreated
they
the
fucking
Adam picture.
Dude, they
but-
Eiffel Towered me.
Oh man,
You got spit roasted by doctors.
you got some. You got this is some good
Crazy shit.
colors.
They labeled the things that are wrong with me, like on
Yeah.
on the photos.
This
Oh,
one,
man.
this one is great.
Yeah, that's my
It's like
that's
a
my
star.
favorite one.
It looks like a worm.
Yeah, Caleb, you have buttholes inside of you.
Yeah, sure.
It says here you
Yeah.
have a hernia.
Yeah, hideal. Oh wait, that's the hideal hernia over there, right?
Mhm.
Or however you pronounce that.
Hiatal.
Hiatal.
Jesus, what the fuck is this? The stalactites in your.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Ay,
man.
ay, ay.
Let's see this one,
Should I put these on my OnlyFans?
Yeah.
please.
Ooh.
So for those
Oh,
who
man, it
aren't
looks like a-
listening, we will post these somewhere.
They
But
look-
it's a grid of a bunch of just red pictures,
Red picture.
and it's the insides of Caleb Ryan King.
can
Yeah, they're
smell it.
inflammatory. You can see my veins and shit.
Holy shit,
It
dude!
looks like a map from like a Halo game.
This is swollen as fuck.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you, how did you like work out your colon like that?
Yeah, man,
That is-
pretty thick.
I don't know, man. Ask it. So I had to
I'm
do a
afraid it would
process.
echo.
I had to do a process to prepare for this. And so I had to drink this death juice that was disgusting, and it made me just piss out of my asshole for 2 days. Like completely cleared out everything I had. I had to fast. I couldn't eat food. I could only drink clear liquids, and it would straight up just like I felt completely empty. You know what I'm saying? Because I was. And I don't know if you've ever pissed out of your asshole before, but it's not like diarrhea to where it feels like you're shitting. It's like, damn, I'm like literally taking a piss right now.
How did it feel mentally? Just do you like? Was it
It's
clearer?
like, I guess there was some
You
relief in it.
sent us pictures and videos of your, and it looked like piss.
No, yeah,
It looked like dark,
like
a little muddy.
when
piss.
it finished, it was like yellow and clear. Like I'm not even joking. Like
Yeah.
I'm pissing out of my asshole.
Caleb walked us through his whole experience on Snapchat,
It was
sending
awesome.
video after video after video of him on the toilet just shitting.
Well, I just didn't want to suffer alone.
It's okay.
You know?
We suffered with you.
Some of us got pleasure. I'm not going to
Yeah.
say who, but
I don't
It's
even
a
want.
pandemic, man.
I
We
don't
have to
want to
have
know
pleasure.
who in my friends took pleasure out of seeing Caleb
you
shit.
should look in a mirror, Robbie.
It wasn't me.
Ooh,
Yeah, but so whenever I went in there, I never had anesthesia done before, and so they put me on this bed, they rolled me in, and then there's like this team of people around me, and they're like, "Hey, what's up?" I'm like, "Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?" And they're like, "I'm good." And then I just started talking to everybody, and then like half of the room is like their third day here, and
oh,
like
man.
I'm just like,
Why did they tell you that?
I don't know. I really don't fucking know.
Yeah,
I-
that doesn't
remember-
bring
I
confidence like
remember-
at all.
Well, I didn't really care because I'm like, I mean, what's the worst that can happen? Dr. Ballo, who's the guy that was instructing the whole thing, is like has been doing this for like a million years. Like this is what his whole job is. So like,
Yeah.
I don't really care. But I started talking to the nurses and stuff like that, and this one guy is like, "Yeah, man, I barely worked at a job like this before. I got here 7 days ago."
I got fired from last year.
And I was like,
yeah.
where did you work? And then he was like, I was a janitor at a school.
oh,
And then I was like, right on.
good for him.
And he was like, and then I got
Making
my
it up in
degree,
the
and then
world.
this is my first job. And
Damn.
I'm like, cool.
Good for him.
Yeah.
You
Hope
ready to
he's
see
doing
my
well.
asshole?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I think I'm okay with it. And then I was like, that's good for you. And then a couple minutes later,
I mean, if he was a janitor at a like high school, he's already seen way worse than
My
anyone's
asshole?
insides.
Yeah.
Just in the fucking boys' bathroom alone.
so
yeah,
then
it's a step down.
it started getting weird because like they gave me the anesthesia, and then like a couple of seconds supposed to be out. And so they went from talking to me like a normal human to, okay, you're about to go to sleep now. You're gonna feel really sleepy.
That's weird.
Okay, you're going to sleep.
You're doing a
And I was
petting
like,
motion with your hand.
No, because she was petting my head.
Oh, no.
I'm not even kidding. And so then she was like, "You're gonna go to sleep now. You're sleepy." I was like, "Oh, okay." What? I was just talking with you guys, and like, "All right, you're sleeping. Goodbye." And I was like, "All right, later." And then I just like dozed off.
It works that fast.
Yeah, no, like I'm for real. And then I just time skipped. Like straight up, I wasn't sleeping. Like nothing happened. I never went to sleep. I like time skipped.
And then
Like
you woke up.
teleported and woke up. And then there's this other nurse that was like, "All right, I need you to let out all your gas and stuff like that because you know they pumped me up full of air so that they could see it. Like, all right, let out all your gas, burp, fart, whatever you need." And I was retarded on the anesthesia, and so I was like, who the fuck are you? Why are you telling me to fart? Like, why are you telling me to fart so bad? You're weird. Don't fucking talk to me like that. And then my mom's like, Caleb, like, don't say that. And I was like, why are you here? Who took me here? Where am I? And then we got in the car. My mom took a video. I forgot some things I said. I wasn't that stupid, but I was like, pretty stupid. I probably said some funny things in there.
Probably
but yeah,
not.
I don't know. It was a weird experience. It was my first experience with a time skip, so that was crazy.
That's cool.
When you had to get all the gas out of your system, did you try burp snarting?
Dude.
Shut the fuck
No, like I'm not even kidding. I have burp snorted like 5 times since my stomach has been like this. I'm not even kidding. I don't know why. I don't know why. And then I was like, if Robbie was here, he would laugh so fucking hard that I just burp snorted. Maybe I can do it for you, sometime.
Yeah.
I can feel when it's coming too. So if I do, I'll just run to your room and like, Robbie, I'm about to fucking burp snort. Or yeah.
It's trash, man.
Have any of y'all
For all those who don't know, burp snarting is
fuck
when you burp, sneeze, and fart at the same
yeah.
time, popularized by the incredible film
Grown
Grown
Ups
Ups 2.
It wasn't a real occurrence. I don't think, or at least I didn't think it's real. I don't know if people do this, but like, it has happened to me, like many times since this has happened. Because I fart all the time, kind of, and then I burp all the time because I just have gas in me and just get bloated for no reason. And then, yeah,
Better out than in, I always
Shut the
say.
fuck
Shut
up.
the
Have you
fuck
ever,
up.
Shut up.
Shut
Have you
the
ever
fuck
had
up.
like a surgery or gotten anesthetics like that before?
Yeah, I did a couple days ago.
I know. What about no?
It's fucking
No.
hot in here, motherfucker. God damn.
I remember when I got my wisdom teeth taken out, like they brought in like a trainee. Caleb's pantless right now and playing with his dick.
No, my nuts. It's not my dick.
My nuts.
Because my nuts, they
Nuts.
crawl up
Stop,
and they're sweaty.
man.
My nuts.
Keep going with your story.
Anyway, I remember they brought in like a trainee, and they like as they were like injecting me with like this IV, and it made my arm really fucking numb too. Like they oh no, they put like this weird gel on me that like made my arm cold, and I like literally couldn't feel it like all the way like down to my fucking.
Why did they do
fingertips.
this?
So
that you don't feel.
to put in the IV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I keep leaving things.
Wait,
out.
so they injected something in you so you wouldn't feel an injection?
Yeah, because I guess the IV maybe is painful to the arm, like maybe because it's like this fucking huge pound.
Well, no, that's like a normal. Like whenever they put fluids in you, your whole shit gets cold.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's just because they're
No, I
putting.
remember they put this patch on me though, and they said it's gonna make your hand. It's gonna make your. I mean, they said it was gonna make my hand or my arm cold.
Oh,
when they
maybe
put
it's
it
because
on.
they sucked at it,
Maybe.
and like whenever they fucking,
I don't
like
know.
jamming it in you.
One time
I
I,
don't
was
know.
donating blood and they put the needle in me and you're supposed to wait for like 30 minutes, 20 minutes. I can't remember, but I was waiting there for a while and I went with a friend or two and they were done and left. And then like I waited another 20 minutes and I'm in this thing for like almost an hour. And I look at my bag and it's like a quarter full and it's like bubbling. And I'm like, what's wrong with my blood? And whoever put the IV in me fucking missed.
Damn.
Marcus, you're a
Oh.
demon.
And they were like,
Unfortunate.
"Oops, we're
No,
not."
yeah, they suck. They
Yeah.
suck serious
and
dick
so
at that.
she pulled it out a little bit and then like angled it a different way and pushed it back in, and
Yep.
then the blood started flowing out.
Oh,
No, they
man.
for real suck serious
Yeah,
dick
they
at
suck. They suck. They were a school janitor like 3 days ago.
I know that for also my thing. Like they brought in like this trainee, and then they said, okay, I don't remember them telling me that I'm gonna be passing out. I just remember waking up and like I wasn't like acting like stupid or anything.
Silly,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah, silly.
Yeah.
wacky or
Yeah.
kooky.
Yeah, kooky. And like I was just really pissed off, and my dad like called and was like, "Oh, how stupid is he acting right now?" I was like, "Okay, thanks, Dad."
You did not say that.
Huh?
You did not say that. You did not say, "K, thanks, Dad."
Well, I mean,
Like I will put my life earnings on you.
but
not
yeah,
saying
okay.
that.
I flipped him off through the phone because I couldn't talk because I had like a bunch of like cotton and shit in my mouth.
Flip me off through the phone. Flip me off through the phone.
Sure, man.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
Anyone else get their wisdom teeth removed? I never did.
I
never
have
did.
never done that.
I
no.
didn't either. I'm pretty sure that's just made up.
I was very no.
Like-
I'm sure it's literally like a.
Wait,
It's gonna fuck up your teeth. and-
Have none of us had our wisdom teeth removed?
No,
I
man.
have.
No, I
Oh,
like
you
my
have?
wisdom.
That's
So
what I was talking
they
about.
recommend like all the dentists are like, oh, do it before it fucks you up. But
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure like most people are good.
Never
Like,
fucked me up.
I like my wisdom.
I love my. I chew with my wisdom teeth. I love it.
What is it? The wisdom teeth are the ones like way back here. huh?
Yeah, yeah. The new ones.
My gums look weird. You want to look at my gums real quick?
No.
Yeah.
No.
What are they bleeding?
No, they're just like you can. I don't
Open
know.
up. Open up. Open up.
Here.
You do get
Yeah, they do look kind of weird.
You do got some
What's up with
discolored
that?
gums though.
Are they? They're not like puffy. They're just.
No, like you could. They're like you can.
Do you brush your gums?
No.
You should
That's
brush
You
your
the
should.
gums.
problem.
You should.
brush your gums.
That
Wait,
could
you're
be
supposed to
it.
brush your gums?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
But don't brush them until they bleed. Brush them just enough.
No
You're
one-
supposed to
yeah.
gently go over it so that they can, if they're inflamed, they can slowly take that out without making it more inflamed.
hmm
Oh. No one told me that.
Well,
Well,
hey,
I'm
we're
here
telling
for
you
you.
now. You learn
Thanks.
something new every day.
Yeah.
You know, some people are never taught to not drop their pants all the way to the ground when using the urinal.
I just dropped my pants all the way to the ground, but that's
Dude.
because I'm hot as fuck.
I used
Yeah.
to do that like all the time in like when I was in fucking first grade, and I
Pretty sure everybody did.
I eventually wisened up, and I was like, oh wait, I can just pull it like halfway down and not have my ass showing.
One time I
If
had
you pulled
braces.
it halfway down, you'd still have your ass showing.
Well, I
though.
mean like no, I mean like you know
The
like-
front, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but like
Just the
pulling
front.
your underwear down and then like having it, you know.
One time I had braces and I had to put on rubber bands, and it was my first time ever doing it. And so I had to go use a mirror, and so I went to the bathroom. I was looking in the mirror. I was trying to figure out how to put these damn rubber bands on. Meanwhile, there was a kid in the urinal that I could see in the mirror, and I could not avoid it. And he just had it. This is like middle school. He had his pants all the way down, and his ass was just looking me like straight in the
Right.
eyes. And it was like right next to my face, and I had to put these rubber bands in, and I couldn't do it without just like knowing that his ass was right there. Like
that sounds
the
like a
whole time.
great movie shot, like for a,
Yeah.
for a
It,
comedy.
no, it was. It,
Like,
it literally was.
just like the
Everything was in
camera in the
shot.
mirror?
Everything
Yeah,
was in shot.
that
There,
sounds so
there are
fucking
two
funny.
eyes on his cheeks.
Yeah.
And you
It's
see
one of
them in the
those-
mirror.
It's like one of those things where you open up the mirror and you like take out like your pills and you close it and the ass is just showing.
Yeah.
And the music tenses
That's
up.
what- yeah, Walter White is
Yeah.
getting his pills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he sees Skylar's or his own ass.
Certain social
Skylar.
norms. I never learned I was supposed to hide my boners until like halfway
I
into
love
high
this
school.
story.
No, you don't have to.
I mean, you don't have to, but it does make people uncomfortable when you have a like visibly obvious boner. And I
Doesn't-
didn't realize that until my mom one day had to tell me, "Hey, Robbie, you have to like put that shit away."
You got a boner with your mom?
Well, you know, when you're like a horny teenager, you just get
I
random boners
see.
all
Okay,
the time.
nah, you're good.
Yeah. No,
Horny-
I don't have an Oedipus complex. But
Didn't math make you hard too, or is that just a joke that Leanne would tell me?
no, man.
friend
Like I'd
Leanne.
be in math class just
Math made you hard?
cranking away and like
Cranking
yeah.
What do you mean
What?
cranking
Dude,
away?
what are you-
talking
Whoa.
about?
In
Crank-
math
Whoa,
class? How
whoa,
dare
whoa,
you?
whoa.
You're just sounding in math class?
Cranking the numbers, man. I'm doing the math,
Shut the
and it's all
fuck
coming
up.
together in my
Cheers, shut
head.
the
I'm
fuck
doing
up.
the formulas and
Robbie the
fucking
accountant.
And cranking it?
You know,
Yeah,
PEMDASing,
yeah,
man.
Yeah, you PEMDAS
You
and
know-
then you crank it.
You know Miss Marzullo?
Please
Yeah.
excuse my dear Aunt
Yeah, I know her.
Sally.
I know her.
So I was in her history class, and then we're all supposed to present, and I could have gone, the day after.
Yeah.
And then Miss Marzullo calls on me to go first because I always, flake off and don't take notes and stuff. Like, Caleb, why don't you go first? Because I said that mine was going to be really good, because it was going to be really good. And I was like, Miss Marzullo, I shouldn't go right now, because I'm just like gym shorts fucking pitching a tent, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my goodness.
And, like, it's ridiculous.
Those high school, middle school boners are like some of the
They're
No,
worst.
that
like,
that shit went.
they're
Oh, no, it
stubborn.
was yeah. It was
They're
It was
stubborn.
high school was junior year. I was like, it was going hard as fuck.
Yeah.
And so then, yeah, she's like, Caleb, why don't you get up here? And I was like, nah, you should go on the next person right now. I'll go in a couple months. She's like, no, you said how good yours was gonna be, and I want you to go first. Why don't you kick it off for us? And then whole fucking class is looking at me. And I'm like, I would really rather go in like 10 minutes. Just give me a second. And she's like, Caleb, if you don't go right now, I'll dock a whole grade letter off. And then I was like, okay. So I stood up, fucking hard bitch in a tent, like immediate, Leo Lopez?
Oh my God. No, I don't know.
Leo
her.
Lopez sitting right next to me starts fucking hard kicking. And so then I'm smiling.
Does Miss
'cause I know-
Marzullo, does the teacher know?
No, absolutely.
Do you know?
No, like you cannot not tell because the desks are this small. And so
Yeah.
when I stand up, it's like
Oh man, no.
Fucking lifting the desk with your
just fucking.
Yeah,
Dude, it was
the desk,
stupid.
the desk comes with him.
And I still have that video. I had the video of me
of your boner.
presenting.
We got all kinds
Oh.
of media going on. This
Yeah,
episode.
I saw the video of me presenting because my friend in the middle of the class
That's
filmed
funny.
it. It was really fucking funny.
So-
Damn.
My boner started dying off and like halfway through.
Halfway through.
I mean, it does whenever you
that's
like
crazy.
stand up. You know, it
Huh?
goes
I would
away.
I would hold my breath. Like when I knew I was about to do something or like the
Wait,
bell was about to ring,
Does that work? That's like hiccups, bro.
I would hold my breath.
I would punch it.
Does your dick work like hiccups? You punch your dick.
The
you just
fuck was that
you just
noise?
peed so hard.
Yeah.
Dude,
He's gonna have to
fucking
fix that.
scary. Yeah, no, I would punch it and it would go away.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Hey man.
Israel's in the pain
Christ.
Olympics. Fucking like putting nails into his nuts.
Fucking, hey, fucking stop. Fucking punch this.
Okay,
In
one thing
class,
I, was,
holy
I would
shit.
I would like squeeze it, like I'd grip it really hard.
No,
and it
that
would,
makes
Nah.
it worse for me. It gets it harder.
no.
That's
Yeah, you're just into that. I
No.
don't.
I did, okay.
I would flex. I would just flex, and the blood would go somewhere else.
That's
you know.
funny.
What about
That's
putting
funny.
it? Okay, what about putting it in between your legs?
Like tucking it. in
Yeah,
your
tucking
asshole
it.
like a gay man.
Yeah, like a. Yeah, yeah no, I do that sometimes, but for the most
that
part,
is-
it was like, hey, fuck off.
This is- no way.
A lot of kids would say like, "Hey, pro tip, put it over your gym shorts." Like,
That's what Robbie's
Over.
mom taught him.
but
Yeah.
I do that, and then like my dick is like in my shirt, like on my belly button, and so then I'm just like, how the fuck does anybody do this? This is not okay. Like my dick is up.
That's when you learned you might have been
Too big.
a little bit bigger than everyone else.
Just blessed.
Yeah.
Bless up.
My mom always was like, yeah, just tuck it into like the what do you call it, like the lip of your underwear or something like that. Like,
Interesting.
yeah.
I was in an improv show in
She
middle
got
school.
so pissed.
And there was this kid in the audience who was rock hard the entire time. And anytime anybody would make a joke, he would laugh, reach his hand in his pants, adjust his dick, and then keep laughing and then stop. And this is every time. Every time anybody made a joke, he'd laugh and do that.
Those kids.
And so he touched his dick like 30 times a minute.
God.
It was insane.
And then after the show, you went to shake your hand.
Yeah. And then he
Those
fucking
kids-
spit on his hand.
Those kids need to be escorted.
Spit on his
out.
hand, gave him
Yeah.
a couple strokes real quick, and then went for the
Yeah.
handshake.
Dude.
That's how you know if it was a good show, is if that kid just judge how many times he
I feel
touches
like
his
I
dick.
feel like I would never perform again.
Dude, it without fail, he would adjust.
That seems flattering.
I don't know.
What seems flattering?
If I'm performing and this guy's just rock hard in the
Oh,
audience.
absolutely.
That is flattering.
Absolutely,
I
yeah.
don't-
It
I
was
don't
like
trust like that.
I did a good job
Yeah.
on stage today.
Yeah, I did more than a good job.
Yeah.
though.
This guy's
paid for this shit.
touching himself to my joke.
Yeah.
God.
That's how you know you're fucking funny.
Yeah.
You're more than funny.
Not only are you getting paid, you're also rewarding.
Yeah. You're literally embodying pleasure.
You know, it's like that's such a clever comparison. Fuck.
I love the punchline.
But yeah, for a while, I just didn't understand that you were supposed to like do something about it, because I was like, well, I guess this is normal, and I guess maybe no one will notice. Why would anyone pay attention to that? But then my mom would just be like, you gotta do something about it.
Dude, Robbie, you got to put these boners down in
Yeah.
church, man.
I wasn't going to church at that point anymore.
Oh,
Yeah,
way to fact
late
check
at
me.
church.
When did that stop happening to you?
Wait,
Like
church
random
or
boners.
Oh,
I guess they
man.
both correlate.
I think I had one in college. I think.
Like a random boner?
Yeah.
I was still getting them in college.
I would still get them too.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the time.
I mean, I get them every once in a while, but they're not like the middle school, high school ones were like they fucking.
Oh, the middle school and
pack
high
a
school ones were
punch.
different. But like
Yeah.
in
But
college,
these are just like I get a little hard, and then I'm just like, hey,
in college they'd be out of just boredom alone. Like,
Yeah.
you'd just be
Yeah,
sitting
yeah,
there
yeah.
and you're bored out of your mind, and then your brain's wandering, and sometimes it just happens.
What's-
But like the random ones that were like just unreasonably hard probably stopped in like senior year of high school.
What's worse, like work boners or public, like out in public?
I think out in public
boners?
ones are just funny.
I don't get
just
boners
funny.
at work. I move
Yeah,
around
you
too
sit
much.
down. It's
Do you
embarrassing
get-
because I'm standing up and fucking moving around.
Yeah, I
so
move around
You
too
get boners
much.
making food?
No, not really. It just happens sometimes.
Do you
It won't
guys
be that horny. It'll just like, oh, hey.
do you guys get boners because you see like a hot girl?
No.
No, I'm not around.
Because I
women.
feel like people talk
And
about it
work.
all the time. That's never happened to me.
It's
I
never
never got a
happened to
boner
me.
because I looked at a girl.
No.
Robbie's face.
Not often, but there are sometimes. Like sometimes you see a woman that just kind of ticks the right boxes.
It probably
and
happened to me in
it's
middle school.
uncontrollable.
It probably happened to me in middle school, but I've never like saw a girl and got aroused. Like that's never happened.
It happened a lot more in the middle school, high school days. But like
Right.
nowadays, like you kind of have to want it for it to happen. Like you have to really be thinking about.
I need to
it.
know her like attitude. Like how does she speak and like all these things that are like tangential to just straight up being hot.
Right.
Yeah.
I can look at drawings though, and
True.
know?
True. Big facts.
yeah, real women just don't do it anymore.
Drawings have a storyline.
You should get a body pillow, Robbie.
No,
Why not?
I have a cat.
Would you
Yeah, you gotta go.
are you gonna do you
Shane
get
Dawson.
hard around your cat?
Shane
No.
Dawson.
Okay.
I do.
But like in my
God
bed,
damn.
like
I'm glad y'all.
between me and the cat, there's not much
Oh,
room left.
Oh fuck.
what are you
Yeah.
talking about, man?
Can we unplug
He
his-
fucks his cat.
No,
Yes, he does.
no. Like when we're like both sleeping in my bed.
This
like
is not a bit.
I have a twin size bed.
Not a
I
bit.
Future reference.
I never got a bigger bed.
Yeah.
You sound
So-
with Jackal's fingernails?
No. No, I don't.
All right,
Dude.
my
I don't
bad.
think
paw,
you- I don't
paw
think you do
nails.
that.
That explains some yelling at night. in my
So
room.
does Jackal like he sleeps in between your legs, right?
No.
Sometimes.
No.
And he like purrs,
He
and then
sleeps-
you just touch yourself, and
He
it feels
sleeps
better.
At like my back or my chest.
So you sleep naked. Does he ever like claw your junk?
No, he never goes under the covers.
Okay.
He knows better than that.
I've seen him under the covers.
He's been under the
I've
covers
seen him
with
under
me.
the covers, yeah.
Gets
Well,
fucking
I
nasty in that.
Fart under the covers.
No. I've woken you up and Jackal comes from under the covers and runs away.
Yeah, Jackal goes under the covers.
Yeah.
I guess.
Like
I
whenever
guess
we're
he
watching
does when I
movies and
sleep,
stuff.
But
Okay.
Gives me like that secret sloppy top.
Does he
know
give
what
you
I'm
a
saying?
colonoscopy?
I don't ever want you to
Yeah.
say that again.
What, the
honestly.
The secret
The
sloppy
secret?
top?
This is like the
I don't ever
second
want you to say
dirtiest episode since Caleb has come back.
All right, we can get
It's
off
'cause
dicks,
Caleb's
right?
here.
We can
It's 'cause Caleb's
we can
here.
safely
Yeah,
back away from
that
the
was
dick.
supposed to be like just a haha. I didn't know how to hide my boners in high school, but it became a whole ass
yeah.
fucking topic.
Well, whatever.
Yeah. Sorry for speaking on a podcast.
Yeah. Yeah. Robbie, you should moderate this podcast. You should be like, you can't talk about boners.
Well, if
No,
Robbie
why?
does that, I will keep talking about whatever I'm talking
I
about.
will
I like-
do too.
Yeah.
Don't poke the bear.
I like talking about boners.
Do not poke the bear.
Yeah, you would, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, boners. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
boners. Yeah.
it's an experience that we all share and can relate over.
True.
Right, Israel?
Sure, man. Easy punch.
Yeah, just punch your dick.
You just punch it and it goes away, man. Like all problems.
Have y'all ever been to camp before?
Yes. Have any?
What kind of camp?
Oh man.
I was a Boy Scout.
There's a lot of different camps, bro.
I would mainly like go to church camps, which I find to be like very.
Did y'all stay in a tent? In
I went-
church
I
camp?
went to-
No, it would. Okay,
I went to
it wasn't-
church camps,
It
too.
wasn't like a champ. It wasn't like a camp. It was more like a. They call it a camp thing, but it was literally just like on a college campus, and then we get our own dorms to sleep in,
Right.
and then we're outside most of the day. Though is the thing.
Okay.
And,
I
like,
know what you're talking
there's
about.
a-
My
there's a
school
bunch of
hosted-
different camps, though.
I don't like those
I was
much.
talking
Really.
any camp, any
Well, like
retreat.
because like all the church camps that they'd have the blob, they'd have the lake, they'd have like free time and like
Yeah.
activities to go do.
Then
Yeah.
they have the whole like at this time we'll have service, or when you wake up you go to service. And honestly, like I've noticed a pattern with most of them that I've been to. Day one is, hey everybody, welcome to the church. Let's sing along to the song. Here are the lessons that we're going to be learning. Second day is usually like kind of like building up emotion, I feel like. And then the third day is letting out all the emotion. That's where all the church camp kids like cry and give their life to God and everything like
Just
that.
incite mental
And-
breakdowns.
Yeah, and
in the
I feel
kids.
like that's the thing. I feel like it literally like it like makes them like it feels like manipulation to make them
Well, yeah.
believe in the religion and everything like that. Kind of like to get them to the church, or like, I mean, whether this is unintentional or intentional.
No, it's intentional.
You think so? Yeah.
Yes.
I think
Yeah.
definitely.
I think
Yeah.
I don't think you can look at this group of kids that you're, marching into these things like fucking soldiers,
And
and
I-
then you'll all repeat a song, and then you'll
Yeah.
all go over something together, and then it's like, if all the kids aren't doing this together, then it's obviously gonna be seen, and they'll feel weird.
No
It's
one
like-
likes
it'll-
Christian rock that
it'll-
much.
oh,
You're like
God.
flailing your
Dude.
hands up and
You'd-
crying.
you'd-
No
you'd-
one likes that
You'd
that
be
much.
surprised. You'd be
I-
surprised.
Nah,
Right.
some
That
people
shit.
die hard for that.
Yeah.
It's an acquired
Some
taste.
fucking Bruce.
Yeah.
You like that?
No, I was joking.
Oh,
Like
I
you can
know that,
acquire bad taste.
with
You can be indoctrinated into having
Well,
bad
yeah.
taste.
they also for the building up emotions also bring up certain topics. They're bringing certain speakers for like, yeah, when I was a kid, I got beat up and I prayed to God and blah, blah, blah. And then like eventually I'd be like, who else in the crowd has experienced this? And like, everybody raise their hands and be like,
Right.
because God like wants to save you, just like the bully wouldn't. And,
Yeah,
you
God
know.
created bullies
Yeah.
so that you'd like him more.
You know, it's weird
Yeah.
because all the leaders and their like the youth leaders and pastors and stuff like that.
Half of them are like out of college though too, and they're like usually young. And I've met like some of them who are like doubtful towards. I remember this one I met. He was like very doubtful towards faith, and I really connected with him on it. And it just didn't work out well. And I feel like the groups are very forced. Like I don't feel like a camaraderie. Like I feel like it's like, oh hey, that's Michael, and that's Timmy, and like talk about God or talk about your emotions. And it's like. I can't vibe with these forced ass groups, dude.
I was saying like they don't like they justify it to themselves like oh I'm doing a good thing
Yeah.
like God is good and all that, but these kids can't think for themselves.
This is the
You know,
right
they
thing.
don't do
Yeah,
it.
This is the truth, the way, and the life.
I
Which-
remember
Like don't get me wrong, that's cool like if that's your
Yeah.
deal, you know what I'm saying, but like
just,
church camps are weird.
They
Yeah,
are
they
weird.
feel-
Just
I-
weird and
they feel like
semi-predatory.
they feel like Midsummer without the fucking hallucinations.
Who are they helping? They're
I mean,
going to camp to have fun
they
and being
think-
indoctrinated.
They think that they're putting kids on the right path.
Yeah.
That's,
They're
helping the
that's their
parents.
They gotta-
justification.
yeah,
they
they're helping
gotta-
the parents.
they
The
gotta-
parents
Well,
get a free vacation.
Second night before leaving. They have,
And the kids like it sometimes.
second night.
It can be
before-
fun. Like they have
Mhm.
fun because they have a bunch of fun shit that kids
Yeah.
do.
And they
you know what
reel
I'm
them
saying?
in like second night before leaving. It's like, oh, we're gonna have like the cool dubstep party where it's like just loud techno music playing and meet up at like the main room, the main ballroom of the college or whatever.
We're
the
gonna
fuck.
sleep at 10 today.
Yeah, stuff like that.
They,
and
they had
I-
a Christian rapper come
oh,
to mind.
I think they had a talent show and there was just one Christian rap guy who was like rapping about.
Yeah, they always have talent
how
shows.
God- yeah, that too.
I got I went to church camps like 3 or 4 years in a row,
Yeah.
and then I did all these talent shows, and then my last one,
Hmm.
I'd usually do like comedy,
Yeah.
and this last one rejected me because I wrote a couple jokes about angels that I thought were funny.
Oh.
But
I remember.
they
Hey,
didn't like that.
Angels aren't a joking matter,
Yeah,
man.
no.
I made a joke about like
Thank you, moderator.
I made a joke about like stealing a car and then asking for forgiveness, and you could just infinitely steal cars.
That's not bad.
That's
not
funny
bad.
though.
Yeah.
That's
I
funny
remember
though.
like
But
halfway.
But they didn't like that at all.
Yeah.
I remember halfway through like one of like the services. I don't know if it was like the singing or what is it, the choir? I don't know.
Yeah, it's a
what is
choir.
it? I mean, not a choir, but what do they call it? Like when church is starting and then they bring out the band. Like what do they call that? Whatever they call that.
There's a word. Yeah. I
Yeah.
know what you're talking about.
Wherever they call
worship.
it. I
Worship,
never
yeah,
like
yeah,
worship.
worship,
I hate
worship.
how they're like, okay, everybody stand.
It's
And I
kind of
hate-
boring.
Oh God, I hate standing and like the music is the same. Everything sounds the same. It's the
yeah, I was
same.
like,
It's the same 3 fucking song numbers that they play in a row, or they'll replay the chorus like 3 times, and they only probably need to play it once. And I remember like halfway through it, I was like, I'm not doing this, and I had like my backpack and my MacBook. I just walked outside, and I like just went on Facebook and just sat like outside of the church while the music was playing. And I remember like one of my youth group teachers was like, oh, why are you out here? Why aren't you in there? And it's like, I don't like this. I didn't say that, but I kind of just danced around. I was like, oh, I'm just not feeling it. My feet hurt, you know.
One
like
time,
if
I'm
you
pitching
don't
a
do
10.
that, if you don't do that, it's weird.
Yeah, no.
Like if you don't stand up and then like
You're
move
kinda
your
looked at
hands
like,
and say,
hey.
"My God is good.
Yeah.
you're going against the group.
My God is a man."
You're going against the grain, man.
I think the sports section. So like,
Why wouldn't you love God?
Bro, you don't want to stand up right now?
the
Why
way
don't you love
how
God?
did-
Yeah,
How
it's
did-
God, man.
the way they did it for assembling the groups is like our church was like this big ass like middle of Illinois church where it connected from I think to Chicago to like the suburban area that's not too far out from Chicago, and they like take towns from those areas. Like I lived in Bartlett, so I like lived in with whoever in that town went to that church. There were a lot in those towns because big churches love to capitalize on fucking small suburban towns like that. You know, they were like, okay, here's the Bartlett house group, and then usually like would meet up through there, and then you'd eventually, if you were a freshman going into that church aspect. That church thing, they'd introduce you to your house group, and the house groups were like, like I was saying, like in the neighborhood or wherever you are. There's like this one desolate location to where whoever's in the town goes to meet up at that house, and you just talk about God, and you go out into your own like little small group leader, and you talk about God or whatever, depending on what grade age you are, and sometimes there would be food or not. It really
That's how all
varied.
of them work. They are.
One time,
cookie cutters.
I was worshiping so hard, and I was
singing
the songs. You know, I was really into that when I was a kid.
His
And I was
dick had his
singing-
hands up.
I was singing so hard,
One hand was down, one
you know,
hand was
waving
up.
and bobbing,
Nay.
and then I fainted. I just fainted, and I
fainted?
just
Dude.
fell on the person
that's the
right
power
next
of
to me.
Jesus.
Have you
Yeah.
all seen? Have you seen those videos where it's like those church camps and the kids are like, oh, repent, and it's like the kids are like crying and flailing and
Well,
talking about
That
Jesus.
that happens.
That stuff
That
is-
happens
that's-
now in college. Like
Oh.
college kids do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
Like Dalton was telling me about
How are you not embarrassed,
people
bro?
at his church. Because I'm not that
social
it's
social
the
programming.
environment, the
but
feelings.
people Dalton's church he was like he was like come to church with me, and I was like, all right, cool, I'll go. And then he was like, yeah, sometimes when people are singing, they like get on their knees and start like flailing around and speaking tongues. And I was like, what does that mean?
Yeah,
And
no,
then they're
we
like,
went to a church where everyone was fucking doing that.
they're
I
like
remember-
it's like when you just don't control what you're saying, you just start
I
Which
remember at one of my
Which is some
my,
bullshit.
I know. At
It's
one of my
strange,
old,
it's
at one of my
strange.
old churches, like they tried getting my youth group to speak tongues, and like they like saying like, yeah, God, if you have the real connection of God, then you will be able to speak tongues. And they literally lined us up with the teacher of the class, like, okay, let's speak tongues together. It's like, wait, what the fuck?
Dude,
And
I got gaslit into speaking tongues.
Yeah, no, they
I
gaslight
went to
you.
this. Yeah, I went to
I
this
remember-
fucking church in Galveston,
I remember
and then
with-
he's
with-
like, "Speak, my child." Then I'm just like, "Oh, let's get Yeah, they're peaking it a bit. We gotta fix that
Yeah,
later.
we
yeah,
do.
we'll do it in post. Don't worry. You don't have to tell me. You don't have to
Okay,
remind
my
me.
bad.
It's all
my bad.
automatic.
I'm sorry. You're
with
right.
somebody
You're
I
right.
know, they would like get up early, and then their parents would like bring them to the church, and they'd like put them in a dark room. They're like, okay, pray to God and speak tongues, and we're gonna come back in the room and like ask you what God was talking to you. And like they'd come back in the room, and then the person I knew, they just like made shit up because they like felt kind of pressured because like fucking putting a kid in a dark room and
Yeah.
it's like, oh, talk, like it's not fucking Iraq, we're not
can't
fighting
force-
Osama.
You can't
Yeah.
like force
No.
these. It's weird.
Someone
It's
should
weird.
do that.
Boomer ass shit.
Someone should do that, but just like speak some foreign language like Japanese,
Yeah.
and it would end the same
Yeah.
way.
Oh, they would have no idea.
Yeah.
After I fainted,
Baka.
I got right back up like nothing happened, and then just started singing again. And my mom was like freaked out. She was like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" Because I just, "Ugh," and then I got back up and just, "Our God is an
Yeah.
awesome
Personal
God, he
opinion, I do
reigns."
not like that music.
Yeah.
I just
Shit
I can't
sucks, man.
I
no
can't
such-
get behind it. I think they all sound the same.
I-
But
They
but-
do. It was
but
just fun.
I joined in college. I joined a choir at the private school that I go to. That is a Catholic school, and dude, their songs are fucking banger. And like they are about God, but they're in Latin.
Really?
And they sound fucking incredible, and so you don't know what you're saying.
Yeah.
But like it happens to be about God, and they sound like amazing. And I've never been in like a choir like that. And we went and performed at a church, and it was just like the way that we sounded when it was like 100 of us, and it was sectioned, and you know,
You sounded at church.
yeah, I sounded at church,
That's
and
awesome.
it was a pitch
Dude,
tent.
God will
black
love you.
churches where they
Yeah.
sing like gospels and all that.
That's
oh,
awesome.
Man.
That's
They
awesome.
go hard.
Yeah,
go
they
to
go
a black
real
church.
hard.
That
That's
Kanye
awesome.
West song with
Yeah.
the Sunday church choir.
Yeah.
Dude,
Nah,
fucking
they go
amazing.
hard.
They go
Yeah.
hard. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Remember when I said at the church camp they brought that Christian rapper in.
Yeah.
He came in and he had a song that was called "You Ain't About That Life," and they go, "You ain't about that life, hey shorty, you ain't about that life," and it was terrible. We're on the
I'm
topic.
sorry you heard that.
I know. I'll show it to you
Should we
guys
look
after the
this up?
podcast. It's actually so
Can we
funny.
listen to it on the way to putting up flyers?
Yes.
So I
You ain't about
never
that life.
really went like camping for church, but I did go to like 1 or 2 church camps as a kid.
Right.
And it's the weirdest thing because I don't remember a single thing I did at those camps.
I remember a
Really?
couple things.
But I have like artifacts and like memorabilia
Right,
and
right,
like things I
right.
created while I was there.
I have like playing cards and like
Like,
badges and
I
shit.
threw-
For me as a kid, I'm just a collector by nature. I like collecting things. And so if I like created something or like an item had some kind of value, I always tried to keep it and preserve it. I have like boxes that I keep of like things I've created and stuff I've done. And I go through them sometimes just to remind myself of my past and whatnot. And in one box, there's just so much just Christian memorabilia. And I'm like, where did this come from? And then I like pick it up and I'm like, I think I made this at like a camp. I
Interesting.
don't remember like at all. And yeah, they would go on for like days to like a week long. And
Right.
it's just an empty space in my memory because I would go there and I'd never made friends there. I would always just kind of do whatever. So there's just no meaningful memory other than, oh yeah, I made this thing.
Did y'all?
Yeah.
Dude, I made friends that had crushes and shit.
No,
I was
it-
fucking balling.
There was just no
Nah,
character
I
arcs
never-
at those church camps
Damn,
ever.
you bland.
I am bland.
I'm in with contact with one guy that I know from my last youth group camp, church camp thing, but I never really hear from him much. I don't really have too much of like a friendship with him, which is not like a diss or anything. It's just kind of the way things
Damn,
are.
fuck that guy.
He's fuck you. I know that whenever we would have like our small groups, like at like the house groups, like everybody would come back and it's like, oh, how was your week? Like, what went on? And everybody would just come back and be like, yeah, I think I'm addicted to masturbation. And it's like half of the
Just a
group's
kid.
just like, yeah, I like try to like not be in a dark room with the lights off, and like I just
Oh man.
and I just try not to masturbate. And it's like I feel like this church is like pressuring them into thinking that they have an addiction to masturbation when you're really just a horny ass fucking teenager, dude. Like you're not addicted and be like, yeah, like I try not to look at porn. I got my my mom to like block porn websites on my phone and just type in like a random password and she'll never tell me. And it's like, dude, like I get that like pornography or like sexual images can be like damaging if you overuse it, but I mean even then it's like you shouldn't fucking chastity yourself, you know. and
Just
shut
have some
yourself off to
self-control.
that shit.
Like
I
deleting
saw-
Twitter
Control.
I think
won't make you stop wanting to.
Yeah.
You'll waste your time some other place. You
Yeah.
just have to tell your mind to be like, hey, don't need this so
Self-control.
much. Right.
I saw this one just sad TikTok about this guy who was like,
So you're watching TikTok now, huh?
no, I was on Twitter and they
Behind my
reposted a
back,
TikTok.
you're making
I
fun of
was
me
on-
for
I
watching
was-
TikTok,
I was
and
on
now you're
Twitter
sitting
and they
there watching
reposted a
TikTok.
let's find Ravi's
Shaky cat
TikTok
cat.
account.
I follow like some of my friends are Catholic from UT, and I follow them obviously, and they share and retweet Catholic things. And one of the posts was like, "This is what it's like to be addicted to masturbation," and it was like this black guy coming out of a bathroom, just looking like the most just devastated and sad person, like shoulders hanging, head down.
What?
And
Was
it
it-
was like
was it live
it was
action?
like just sad music, and he had like, "This is what it's like," and like it was just the walk of shame out of the bathroom, just sad.
Scott.
And and then he had emojis with the text, like the sad face emoji, like looking down. And at like the culmination of the video was he sits at his bed and he reads the Bible and prays for forgiveness. And then the temptation comes again, and he like looks up and he puts the Bible down, and then he walks back into the bathroom, and then the video ends. And I was like,
What?
is this
So one of your friends, same age as you, posted that?
yeah, is
Yeah.
this
Was
like
this
Dude,
friend
easy
a male
unfollow.
or a female?
Cringe, bro.
It was-
Also, who walks from their bedroom to the bathroom to jerk off.
I think you're just. I think
Just fucking jerk
There was
off.
just so much like in that video that just I was like,
Do you have this video?
I could find it, but
I wanna-
not right
I wanna
now.
watch
I was
it.
like, is this ironic or unironic?
Was it a male or female that posted this?
It
Not
was
that
a
really
female.
matters,
I
but-
don't. She
There-
wasn't saying
Are you
she
sure?
was addicted, but it was
Okay, it
like
matters, it
it was
matters.
like it was like, oh, now I understand what it's like. I never understood this before, and I was like,
What?
Open my third eye.
What?
Yeah.
This video explains so much.
yeah. I was just
Yeah.
like, this is like funny to me because I
Yeah,
I didn't know if this video was
Dude.
serious or not because it's so subtle, but also just so.
Do you guys- do you
now I
guys-
know why my boyfriend looks like that.
Yeah.
Now he just does meth.
Yeah,
Like,
guys-
he was just the man just looked so broken
Yeah.
at the fact that he just couldn't stop jerking off.
Imagine being the guy that made that.
Yeah, I was just
Like,
like,
I want to.
God.
They, like
portray
acted
this.
in that,
Oh,
or
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah,
or
no,
directed it.
But either or.
his,
Just,
his expressions were just so exaggerated and just
all right, for this next part, you're gonna walk to the bed, read the
Yeah.
Bible, look sad, walk to the bathroom, and masturbate.
and pray,
Someone-
pray to God to forgive me for my sins.
Dude, someone just like killed your son, but you still can't stop jerking
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, God, man.
You got hit by a car and you just gotta jerk it.
like
Yeah.
like it,
Gotta crank it.
it's like pornography.
666 strokes.
Pornography is definitely like a dangerous thing.
Yeah.
You know, if you're not responsible.
Oh,
but,
definitely. Like, okay,
Like, just come on, man.
you got to teach kids how to be responsible with, sexual content. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
I think
Because if you just like give them the top, like, it's not really that good, and then they just kind of export themselves. That's how a lot of people get like mentally fucked up. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I
Because
think-
they get exposed to that shit, and then eventually it becomes not enough. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That level of porn becomes not enough, and they start getting into more taboo and
yeah,
illegal
you
stuff.
start jerking off to people dressed as animals.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Jacob.
Yeah, like
shout
our
out to
roommate.
Jacob Belogo.
No, but like I'm serious. Like people shout out Jacob Belogo. Did you say that? That just went right over my head. But yeah,
his
no, like,
university
for
is
real. You can get
His address, social security,
Ay, ay, ay.
57.
you can get fucked up. Is my
Yeah.
point. Like a lot of kids develop like very unhealthy sexual kinks because they're just unmonitored on or not be monitored on porn, but just be like, hey, chill out sometimes. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? That's
Yeah,
all
they
you
get-
gotta give a kid. It's
They
just
get
like,
put into small and smaller boxes with small and smaller communities, and these communities normally will not show a positive light of certain genders. And it's just kind of aggressive, almost.
I don't know what you're
It's
talking.
like
I'm
it's like
lost.
women
Like-
need to dress like this.
some kinks that are straight up just more kind of aggressive to women.
Oh yeah,
And
like literally like violent.
well, no, just like
like degrading.
it's
stuff?
very degrading,
Okay.
but just to one person in the
Okay.
video, you know.
Okay.
And seeing that for an extended period of time will definitely fuck you up in terms of how you see anyone in public.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
So like I don't know. Whenever there's this is probably a thing for decades and decades because we have so many problems to solve, and it seems like we can barely take baby steps. But
Yeah.
eventually, I think we'll be relaxed with kids and be like, hey,
I
sexual
think-
stuff's cool, but just like chill out.
I
Do
think
what's
it should
healthy
be.
for
I
you.
think it
you
should
know?
be very not. I don't mean this like how you were saying where it's like barely talked about, but like I think it should be lightly brought up with kids in school, but not to the point of where it's like sex, anal. I think it should be. I think it should be like kind of like mentioned, but not like shoved. And I think I know that a lot of people would hate that because it's like, oh, they're teaching our kids how to masturbate in schools and blah, 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 the Third Reich and lizard people are coming,
Well, schools
Yeah.
need to do a lot of shit.
I know, and it's
A
like,
lot of shit. Like
and it's-
my opinion on schools is just like fucking flip that guy upside down.
Yeah.
Go.
The longer I'm in school, the longer I realize that schools need to teach a
Yeah.
lot more.
Teach on anal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
I knew this.
Anal
I knew
lizard
this one
people.
girl that I guess we were talking like the whole talking stage type thing in high school. She was like hardcore Christian, or like her parents were hardcore Christian, and she kept saying that she was a virgin, but
Oh,
because she
God.
wanted to do anal sex instead of pussy
God,
peckers.
that is so.
I knew
So
someone like that.
she asked me to do that, and at this point, like, I wasn't sexually mature, and I was just like, I don't want to fuck your ass. That's weird.
I knew someone like that, and she told us all we were literally in a closet, like a costume closet. And
Right.
it was like a show was about to start, and we were all back here. The lights were off, sitting in a small area, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm a virgin, but me and my boyfriend have sex all the time." And then we're like, you know, I know it's like a personal thing, like, you know, you define your own virginity or whatever, but what do you mean you're a virgin and you have sex? And then she's like, "Oh, we have anal all the time."
I know that.
So if you
I
wear a
knew-
condom all the time, is that technically?
no,
Because you don't touch her.
I mean,
It's like wearing a glove.
I think it's
like wearing a
she's
mask.
separating vaginal sex and
Well,
butt stuff.
Cherry-
yeah,
cherry
that's
picking.
that's the whole thing. Like, there's some girls that do that, and which is just stupid. But
I know.
like, it is like if you're God, and you're like, don't have sex until you're married. But then they found a loophole, and they're just like, if I put this glove on, I
Yeah.
can still do it, and like not like, would that still count for you if you're God?
If you're God,
know.
he probably already has a standard that's absolute. It's
Well, right,
probably
so,
not
like-
like, they got me. Man, these humans are so smart.
If you're
Well-
God, I don't understand why you would ever care.
Yeah, you literally have the world to your
Right,
hand.
but, like,
stop being a fucking
you know, they do.
dictator.
Yeah.
Or this definition of God does.
Yeah, I also would like know people that like that thought they were addicted to masturbation. They'd be like, yeah, my girlfriend, she gave me a hand job, and it's like we kind of like broke the whole sex thing, and it's like, well, but not really, and it's like, well, just like stop cherry picking. Like, I don't know. I feel like you should just go all in at that point and just fuck. You know, like, I get if that's if
Is
you
there something you're
think
trying to say to me here?
Yeah, let's go.
You two need a room?
No, not yet.
We're in a room.
Yeah, we
Ooh.
are.
We'll leave.
We got a nice table, but I feel like
I say, guys.
I feel like at
Got
that
a
point,
nice table.
I feel
What?
like- It's a little
We
it's a
got a
little
nice
rocky.
table.
I think he wants you to bend him over.
Bend
Damn.
over. Yeah, we're gonna go to Bend Creek.
Shut the
What
fuck
the-
up.
Stop
I
talking.
don't know.
What the fuck are you saying?
We're about to go to Bend Creek.
He just says words
Take
now.
off your clothes.
We all say words, man.
Dude.
Yeah, dude.
Israel.
Bro, if you think about it, you know, we're just all saying words right now.
We're
Just
at
whatever
Bend
you
Creek
want,
right now.
bro.
Oh, I'll stop.
Fucking
Aye,
potato
aye,
spud
aye.
gun.
A carpet.
motherfucker. God damn.
I'll stop my story.
Oh,
That's
man.
speak your truth, man. Carpet.
All right, speaking of speaking truth, we have some emails today. We have actually exactly 3 emails
Oh,
today.
nice.
So one says, and I don't have a who it's from. Let me make sure. Okay, yeah. First email. My girlfriend is super racist. I
Oh,
get that
no.
everybody is entitled to their own opinions, but but what do I do if those opinions are inherently racist? For example, thinking the Holocaust death numbers are inflated, hiding her valuables around POC, etc. What does POC mean?
People of
Person of
color.
color.
Oh, okay, yeah. I love everything about her except for how racist she is. How do I do? Can I change her?
Can I change her? No. Everybody has to
Been
make their
there,
own
done that.
choices,
You
stuff like
cannot
that.
change her.
But
You can never
The
change
Holocaust
someone
numbers,
by wanting.
you know-
Shut the.
Stop,
no,
stop,
no, no.
stop,
Shut the fuck
stop,
up.
stop.
Okay, hey,
All right, you're done.
Caleb,
You're done.
I
You're
missed
done.
I
You're
missed
done.
having
You're
you
done.
around,
Take it out. Take
but
it out
you're
the
off
All
door.
the
right,
show.
Israel,
Yeah.
what do you think?
I think it is a process that you should not rush into, but take slowly. I think with things like that, you need to show them like certain context of what they think might have happened with the Holocaust or whatever racial.
Just
The
have
fuck?
Just have
Break
conver-
up with
No, no,
her.
yeah.
What the fuck?
No. I'm saying is in like if you still feel like there's hope, I think you need to.
There's
talk.
hope.
No. Break up with her if she's a racist.
I think there's room to talk at times, like not like to the point of where.
Oh yeah, listen
Like,
to the other side.
Let
She
me-
has a point.
That's not what I'm fucking saying. I'm saying like just like if you feel like that there is something there, I think that there is a room to talk and like
Talk it out.
communicate.
Yeah.
Like hey, there's this documentary that goes over this, and this. Let me show you it. There are books that talk about this. There is this person talking about what they went through during this. You know, I'm not like saying like, oh, we can go talk to the alt-right and the Nazis and we can shake their hands. Let's humanize Alex Jones. Cough, cough, Joe
People-
Rogan. You know.
People who become racist normally is because
Humanize.
of one person of their views and they mirror that. So you should not be the opposite of that, in that you're the one who's telling them the good views, because then it's just as flimsy as the other one. It can be it can go back and forth easily, because it's not just you telling her that's good, what is good. It's you have to talk to a lot of people. You basically have to make that your life to make her not racist.
Right.
And it's just not gonna work out like that.
But there's a difference between like racist, like I hate black people, and like having some stereotypes in your head, like, oh, you know, if black people steal, I'm gonna hide my things. Like that's just objectively not true.
There's
you
levels
can have,
of ignorance
You can
involved.
have conversations with like if they're bordering over the line of ignorance, like, hey, yo, that's just like what the
Yeah.
fuck you talking about?
That's.
But like
that's
if they're
what I
like
mean.
if they're already past like fucking black people and they murder,
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Yeah.
all right, you can do your
If
thing
it's
over
like-
there.
I feel like
I'll
there's
wait
a
for your
level
whole
that you
bloodline to
that,
just see.
There's
like,
a
Yeah.
line.
I
There's
think
a threshold.
I think
That's
if
what I
you
mean.
like if you just all of a sudden you found out all this stuff of what she believes, you should definitely sit down and talk to her. And if there is a line like we said, and if it's beyond that, it's probably a lost.
Who
cause.
is this
Right.
hypothetical
It's probably
dumbass
a
who's
lost
like,
cause.
oh, you're racist here, but like you're a nice person everywhere else? It's like, no, that will for sure bleed into what you do in general,
Yeah,
and it's just the
yeah.
other person being blind to that.
But like if it's just like, oh, they think all of these things and they just were never told otherwise, and they were in these echo chambers for their entire lives, and they're open-minded, then yeah, maybe you can enlighten them on
My-
I think if
things.
you have,
But if it's like if they're just closed-minded, they're
yeah.
not
They're not willing
open
to talk,
anything,
I
then
think-
she's
yeah,
racist,
just
fucking
cut it
right
off.
I
Stop.
think-
Yeah.
I think
think,
that
like-
is important is the openness and the willingness to speak and listen. My 2 cents is the examples of racism listed are hiding things from people of color when they visit and being critical of the numbers in the Holocaust, which are not okay things at all. That's obvious. But I think that's not like a non-starter with someone because it sounds like they're just more ignorant than racist.
Yeah.
Like they don't understand or know
Right,
better, you know? And that's where the conversation happens. And as we've all agreed, if it's clear that they are set in this mindset and unwilling to listen to you or reason with you, I mean, I wouldn't still be dating them.
Yeah.
I couldn't tolerate having to share my life with someone intolerant like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of the times de-radicalization is a long, slow, ugly process.
But like,
but it
there's a lot of girls out there. Just pick a not racist one.
Yeah,
you know?
there's plenty of fish in the sea. But
Like, are you racist too? Like, did you evaluate that? Like, how did you get to know her?
but
Well, he sent
Oh,
us an email.
we had a meeting
so-
at the Clux, whatever it's called. I think it was something
the
about
thing
chicken.
is,
Yeah.
the thing is, if you ever set out to change someone, you're gonna fail.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
full stop.
Yeah.
You cannot decide to change someone. Someone has to decide for themselves that they want to change, and that's what that conversation needs to be
yeah,
about.
Yeah.
Having
is,
conversations
is
help,
saying,
like
hey,
talking about things help.
I
agree.
do not like this about you. I don't think this is acceptable. I'm willing to talk to you about it and be open with you, but if this is not going to change, I'm out and this is over.
I think there's
Because
also
I don't think either of those things are unforgivable sins, like at all.
Yeah.
Like they're honestly, no one's really hurt by that. That's just ignorance, you know?
I
and
think
so
I think there's a certain age to where you can try to help them. Like with boomers, I don't think you can change most fucking boomers' mind on.
Well,
You'd
You
be
can't put age
surprised.
limits.
I don't
You
know.
can't
You'd
put
be
age
surprised
limits.
because
I thought you agreed with me on the age limits. We were talking about it a while
I
ago.
thought you agreed with me, bro.
For what?
I'm
For
just-
what?
bro, before the
Well,
podcast, like you were just saying, like
I'm not
fuck
saying
old people.
before
Dude, you
the
said
No,
you'd
it's
have-
like-
on the
you'd have my
podcast.
back.
If we're gonna forgive, we should do it across the board, and
Absolutely.
it's possible for everyone.
Yeah,
For sure.
anecdotal evidence, but I knew somebody who had a mother who was like,
Racist.
racist, yeah, and now, and I met her. She's not racist, and the friend was telling me about how she had to be like, hey, things like this aren't true. You don't have to hide things from people of color, and the Holocaust numbers are not inflated.
Right.
If they're old,
Well-
it's not a lost cause.
yeah, don't
Shut the fuck
Well,
up, Caleb.
don't give up on people.
You
Don't
don't
give up
know.
on people, but
Yeah.
But
like,
don't waste your time giving them infinite chances.
If they're closed-minded, just say thank you and leave.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
going out of that relationship is not giving up on the person.
No.
Yeah.
Yes, but you should definitely give up on that relationship.
Okay, but here's the question: can you ethically be friends with benefits with a racist girl?
Okay, so our next email is hey Star Bandits, I'm just your average white cis woman. I'm just like you.
Okay.
However, recently I've been faced with an upsetting problem in my relationship. My boyfriend thinks I'm racist.
Oh.
I don't know how he came to this conclusion, and he doesn't listen to me when I'm trying to reason with him and let him know that I am not racist. How can I convince him that I'm not racist?
I guess
Don't be racist.
I guess we're hearing both sides
I
now.
don't know. Just don't be racist. If you're not racist, don't be racist.
If you are racist, don't be racist.
Well, yeah, that's my advice.
Do you promise?
Yeah, if you're not racist, I can confidently say
Well,
don't be racist.
It seems like your boyfriend cited 2 specific grievances for what he says that he thinks is racist, and we agree that being critical of the numbers of the Holocaust and hiding things from non-white people is not okay. So correct that behavior, and I think your boyfriend will be quite pleased and happy with you.
Would you have a glass of water with a racist person?
I mean,
I've had a lot of
yeah.
glasses of water with racist people. I'm
Would you
sure.
Would you hold the door for a racist person?
Probably
Well-
not. If I knew they were racist, I would just be like, I don't know. I want to hold the door open for them.
Yeah.
If they're doing that march where their knees go really high while going in the door, I wouldn't do it.
I mean, like, I probably held the door open for racist people and not known. But like, if I knew them and I'm like, that person is definitely that, I genuinely don't think I'm capable of being the bigger man. I would shut the door in their
Because
face.
in my opinion, just like any topic, racism is a, spectrum, and it's just like it's a branch of stupidity or it's a branch of ignorance. It's just like they led to this belief that other races are worse and other races are better in some ways. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Yeah.
just treat them like stupid people, in my opinion.
I mean, they are.
They are. No, they are. Well, like there's violent stupid people, and then there's like stupid people. So like,
Yeah.
just treat races like stupid people, And if they're a violent stupid person, stay the fuck away from them.
And don't let the stupid people be on, go up on the spectrum to
Right.
violent stupid
Right.
people. Yeah.
And I don't know. I think you should treat other people like people, even if they're intolerant.
Yeah, but if they're stupid, treat
still
them
human
like
beings.
a stupid
treat them
person.
like stupid people, but
That's still
Uh,
treating someone like a human being.
Right.
like earlier, Israel was complaining about humanizing other human beings.
You should always
and,
humanize everybody.
Yeah, they're still human beings, and I do think, regardless of how evil they can be, it's important to still have that basic sense of common humanity because we are all human.
In Israel's defense, Alex Jones looked like more like a frog than a human.
I mean, it is true. It
Have you
is
seen
true.
that one picture
It's like his
before?
neck, like it's
Have
fucking...
you seen that
Mhm.
before and after picture of him where it's like he
Oh, like
took
the
super
fitness thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, he's like, if you take super male, you're gonna lose 10 pounds. And it's like day 1, and he's like normal, and then day 2, it's like him in the same pose, but he's just red.
Yeah. Alex Jones, if you're listening, fuck you.
Yeah.
Let's have him on the
Yeah,
show.
true
He's based
that.
in Austin.
Yeah,
no,
I
we're
found
not-
his-
Don't
I
care,
found
never
his
did.
address.
We're
I found
not
his address.
humanizing
You found his
platforming.
address?
Yeah, I did. His,
You wanna
his
say it on the
office, his
podcast?
office.
We're not making this
We
a
probably
political-
cannot get him on the
no.
podcast.
No,
he's
do you wanna
not.
say his
He's not
address on the
welcome
He's
on the
not welcome.
podcast.
No. We're
Do you
not.
wanna say his address on the
Robbie
podcast?
blamed him. No, I'm not gonna.
No.
Robbie blamed him. That's what I said. No, I'm not gonna leak his address on the podcast.
I think we'd have an interesting conversation if he was on the podcast.
I don't want to platform
frog
Alex
people.
Jones.
He already has a way bigger
Screaming.
platform than we do.
Yeah, I don't
That's something that-
I don't want to cross over with his audience, if you understand
Yes.
what I'm saying.
I don't wanna
I
get
understand,
doxxed.
but like having someone as an as an interviewee is
We can
not
have Alex Jones on the Caleb King show if you want. We can do that.
sure,
Fucking him
You,
in that
it's your show, so
dingy-ass
you can have him
garage.
on there.
but it's
Fuck
not a
that.
fucking.
No, well,
thumbs up.
interviewee
It's
is
a-
different. He would not be an interviewee here. He would be part of a discussion. And we don't interview people. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's not the point of the show. It's like an interview is formal.
I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. See, that was saying something.
Yeah.
You said nothing to me.
I
You just said you gave me a
I'm just
non-answer
telling
and you said no.
He's not welcome here.
And I said, I asked a question. You said because I said so. That's what you said.
It's probably
Because
got,
I
like,
said so.
Junaid explained why, and I was like, "Oh, I see your point. That's very fair."
I don't
you said
want
because I said so.
I
then
don't even
hated
want to
you.
interview him.
Okay,
I'm 1/5 of the show.
but you
so-
didn't say why. You just said
Well, I don't need a reason
said
why.
so.
He's not welcome here.
sure.
And so for our third email, we have will there be prank calls on the podcast?
I would love that.
Thanks, redacted. Sent from redacted.
Oh man, he's on to us now.
I think that'd be really funny
If we prank call people or if people prank call us.
if we prank call people.
Yeah, the latter will not be funny.
I
I don't
know.
think so.
I don't know.
Is your refrigerator
I
You
running?
got me. Damn.
I think
no.
I think it's a little.
Well, hey, redacted.
Obama, can I have my clothes back?
Who would you like to see us
no.
prank call?
Oh, yeah.
I think it's a little disrespectful depending on what hour you call them.
Dude, no, you're wasting no one's time. Like,
Yeah,
I don't give
right.
a fuck.
Like at my work job, like people will prank call when we're in a rush and we got phones ringing.
Let's prank call Israel while he's at work
fuck
on a
off. I'm
12-hour
gonna
shift.
Shove your glasses up
Like
your
you did that
fucking
one
ass.
time when
That'd
you
be
thought he ate your
awesome.
pineapples and you called Pizza Hut
I was pissed.
just
Yeah,
to yell
I
at
don't
Israel for
eat-
doing
I
nothing
don't eat
wrong.
fucking
Wait, I
pineapples.
remember that. I remember
Yeah.
that.
I
Thank
do
you
it,
for
yeah.
wasting everybody's time involved, and they were
Aw.
under the fucking fridge the whole time.
Is Israel there? Is Israel there? Tell him I said fuck you.
I remember you were like, dude, my pineapples were eaten. And I was like, who would eat your pineapples? And he's like, fucking Israel.
Yeah.
What do I do? And I was like, maybe call
Because
his word.
I talked to everybody else in the house and they said they
Maybe
didn't
you
eat them.
should've-
And so I was like, it's got to be fucking Israel then.
And I do
Uh,
believe the
they-
moral of the story was that the pineapples weren't eaten; they were just
Under the fridge.
under
Yeah.
other items in the
Yeah.
freezer, and
Yeah.
you just
Look hard
didn't
enough.
even look.
Is Israel there?
I did look.
Fuck you.
But it was just like there was so much shit in our freezer. Like
Nah.
I'd have to take it apart to get to the pineapples. And I found it
So just
weeks
assume,
later.
just assume the pineapples got
I
eaten.
asked,
Because I didn't put them there. I didn't fucking remove everything
wow.
to put them in the
You-
back
you
and then
live-
put everything
You live
over
in a
'em.
house with like 6 people, and
At
the
that
stuff
time.
gets moved around in the
So,
freezer. That's so crazy.
Whenever I was asking, like, hey, did y'all eat my pineapples? And y'all said no. It wasn't like, oh, yeah, I actually moved them to the back. It was like, nah, I didn't eat them. And I'm like, okay, then it had to have been someone else.
Didn't even give him a chance to defend himself either. Just,
yeah, you
just
called my coworker.
guilty.
Well, it wasn't the first time that you've eaten something that wasn't yours.
Okay, but I don't eat pineapples.
So I made the assumption.
Well, hey, speaking of eating
Look
things that
harder.
aren't yours, you'll eat my fucking lunch meat and then go and buy your own favorite lunch meat, not even replace the lunch meat you ate, you motherfucker.
Bullshit.
You
Bullshit.
did that. You
I'm
did
calling
that.
hard
You
bullshit
did
on
that.
that
You did
because-
that. I bought jalapeno chicken
Welcome
lunch
to the
meat.
Spaz Out podcast.
I bought jalapeno chicken lunch meat. You ate all of it, went grocery shopping the next day, and brought home regular ass chicken lunch meat. You motherfucker.
Falsification.
That's
because
exactly what
I bought
happened.
the exact same
No,
brand.
there was no jalapeno chicken lunch meat in there when
There
I
was
went to
jalapeno
check.
turkey, you dumbass. And then 2, Will bought the same brand of lunch meat, and I thought it was Will's. And Will always says, eat the things that I buy. And so I'm like, okay, thought it was Will's. I ate it. I bought it again so that I could replenish it, and then I didn't eat like half of it because I was like, oh, whoever I took from, which was probably Will, can
No, it was
eat this
me.
again.
And it was my
you
jalapeno
could have
turkey or
you could have
jalapeno
had
chicken. I don't even
it
really
wasn't
remember.
Chicken. It was turkey, but you could have ate it. I bought
I
it
did.
again.
No, you did not, because I went looking for it. Because I'm like, ooh,
I bought it
About to
again.
get more of this jalapeno turkey that I bought the other day, and then it was gone. And I'm like, oh well, it looks like there's new
now
lunch
you're
meat
just
that
lying.
someone got,
Now you're
and
just lying on
I
the
pulled
podcast.
it regular ass fucking turkey. Fuck you, and I'm not lying. It is true.
Dude, a fade out right now would be perfect.
One time I okay, so I have this mouthwash and it's pretty expensive, and so I noticed that it is deplenishing twice the speed that it should. That someone else is using my mouthwash.
This is in the present day.
This is recent, and so that bottle was empty, and so I bought a new one. But I kept the old bottle, and my plan was to refill it and make it fucking disgusting, so that whoever steals my mouthwash
Put color
gets
dye in it so
fucking
it's
dis-
all
And
over
so-
their lips.
And so I filled it with like okay, so I got like a cup of water, and a good half of that was salt and magnesium. And I mixed it all together so that whoever drank that would, if they swallowed, shit their pants. If they didn't swallow, be very upset all day, and very dry mouth. And so I boiled the water.
You are
I mixed the
spiteful
salt,
motherfucker,
and
man.
I poured it into the mouthwash. but the water was still boiling, so it just crumbled the entire container because it was
Oh.
plastic.
There you go.
It's
There you
still
go.
in there. It's still in there, and it's this like shriveled little bottle that was mouthwash and is now this awful concoction.
I would have just put a dye in it so that whenever they fucking did that, like their lips would be green or something.
Dude,
Ah, you
mouthwash
would've found 'em
goes
out.
for a long time. I bought one maybe like 4 months ago, and it's still going.
yeah.
Strong.
I haven't used mouthwash since I was like a little kid. Like we'd have like this one like little pink bottle, and that was it.
You should use mouthwash.
Because
I brush
if-
my teeth. That's well
You
enough.
should floss.
I'm
You
not
should
taking
floss
advice from you.
and use
Go the fuck
mouthwash.
up. Go the fuck away.
It's very,
This is
it's
not
very
a
good
why
for
are
your
you so
teeth.
intolerant? What the
Fuck
fuck?
off.
It's very good for your
Because
teeth
I
and
don't want
dental
to hear
hygiene.
Robbie lecture me for the billionth time forever. Anyway, let's
Just
wrap
remember
this
who.
up
Just
and
remember
fade
who
out.
got you to brush your teeth.
I fucking brush my own teeth.
Oh
Thanks,
my
Dad and
God.
Mom.
I was like,
Dad
Israel,
and
Israel,
mom.
how often
Yeah.
do you brush
Dad
your
and Mom, if you're
teeth?
listening to this, thanks.
Junaid during our argument was just bobbing his head like he was fucking Jay-Z, and then
He was
now
on
he's
the
just
beat.
playing the piano.
Israel,
He was on the beat.
remember
It was
that
on
time
the
I
rhythm.
was
No,
like,
we're
hey,
not
how often
talking
do you
about
brush
this.
your
Shut
teeth?
the
And
fuck
you're
up,
like,
shut the fuck up.
like, I don't know.
This did
I
not
think every
happen.
other week.
Stop
and I was
making
like,
shit up,
hey,
you fucking lying
is this how we
hypocritical
sound?
piece of
Good.
shit.
Is this
You
how
shouldn't
we
do
sound?
that.
Shut the fuck up.
You should
That did not
brush your
fucking
teeth more
happen.
often than
That
that.
did not fucking
And then I'd
happen.
remind you. I'd
Shut the
remind
fuck
you.
up. Shut the fuck up. This is going nowhere. Shut the fuck up. Let's end the show.
Fuck. Come on.
Oh man. If you need any advice or you want to send us an argument you had with a friend or you want to tell us a funny story or a spiteful story about how you put salt in your mouthwash container, feel free to send us an email at starbanditspodcast@gmail.com. If you want to support us further, feel free to listen to next week's show. We release one every Monday. Or support us at Patreon at patreon.com/starbanditspodcast. In the meantime, I am Marcus Delzell. You can find me on all social media at Marcus Delzell.
I'm Caleb King. You can find me on Twitter at Caleb's Twit, and you can probably find all my other shit from there.
Bye.
I'm sorry I screamed. My Twitter is Echo Junaid.
You can find all my social media at Bland Clan Videos. Adios, everyone.
Thanks for listening.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.